Welcome everyone to episode 2 of the Discord podcast name still withstanding. I think there was a suggestion and I don't remember what it was. Anyway, top tier, yeah, there you go. So joining us this week we have again your host Ben Zistro Adewarahan, that's me. The regular Tony Toku Nam. We've got Chris celednb Jahrbacher, Chapman Shichi Liu, and Tom Thies Im. Alright, so the main topic for today, as I said last time, I believe, was the power-up sets. So we're going to go through all of those, talk about maybe what the deck was like before, although I don't know if anyone's even played Killer Kill before, and then talk about what the bit they're like after. And if we have time, let's reserve them out for a few days so we can just like shit on that a bit and talk about why Rem is the worst. I like how I was met with silence when like just dissing like the most expensive SP.
I disagree.
That's the truth.
I disagree. What am I supposed to say? Like,
well, I'm not gonna think about. I'm not gonna call Rem the worst.
Yeah. All right.
So, let me pull up all of the sets on YouTube with power up sets, so I can just go through the cards.
All right. So. Let's start with Haruhi, I guess, because that's the one I'm least knowledgeable about.
Right, so before the set,
so before
pretty garbage.
Well, before the set, you played Aliens, right?
Yeah.
Because
I'm not sure that after the set you don't still play Aliens.
Really?
Well, I'm pretty sure like you just take like the Wiki, the Brainstorm, and the 6K Nagato, and you put it into an Aliens deck, and like your deck is like still better than Dancho.
Yeah. Kind of sad.
Possibly, yeah.
Probably.
Wait,
we have a guy at our locals that plays Dancho, but it's like, it just seems so mediocre. Like, it was terrible before, but he was like, good.
Also, why the fuck is the endless APR $15?
Because people are going for the meme.
Yeah. I think people are just buying them out. It's like the NA people.
Gee, I wonder why.
Subject type.
Yeah, I can see like I don't.
I'll wait out for the Dancho deck.
Would you really play the Brainstorm though? Because Brainstorm doesn't fetch aliens.
Wait, does it not?
No,
It doesn't. It's
oh my god.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
It only fetches Dancho and
Brigade Chief. SOS Brigade. Yeah.
Brigade. Yeah. No, Brigade Chief is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, then maybe you don't. I guess you just take the blue cards and call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least Dancho's like playable now. It's not.
Oh, the 1-0 is very unspectacular.
Yeah. The climax combo.
I like how anti-synergistic it is with Itsumo Haruhi.
Yeah.
You can kill something, but then you can kill something else. Your Haruhi doesn't kill anything. I'm just like, nice.
Yeah. If it hit back row, like I'd be much better with it.
If it
hit back row, it'd be OP. just casually become the 1-0 nano from Nichijou for free. Yeah, all right.
The only times that I think this card is good is like if you're trying to pop something that like sends itself to memory or has like a self on reverse effect.
Maybe.
You can hide them something.
You still
or like
take the second yourself.
But yeah, at that point, I'd rather just like have my second one on to kill that one as well to get the plus.
The issue is that it's not only that card. Like the Brainstorm only fetches SOS.
Yeah.
Actually, I can think of one very important solution. It would be good, which is, you know that they have multiple Dragon Strikes in hand, so you use this to kill the Toma.
Oh, true.
Okay,
so level 0.
Yeah, man. It's the best use for this card. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't know about. The thing about level 1 lineup is you're still playing. You obviously play this new 1-0 because you have nothing else. You play Itsumo Haruhi. Like, what else do you have? There's a problem with Haruhi's level 1.
You still play it, yeah. I think you actually have to still play the 1-0 Nagato is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people are, instead of having green, they're playing. I mean, instead of having blue, they have green to play the Ikuru on drop power.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
I see that a lot as well.
Power, yeah.
I mean, I guess it gives you the reliable color fixing.
Yeah.
But is the new level 3 Mikuru that good?
It's better than what they had.
Well, I mean, that's
because it gets a free attack off because it doesn't get anti-change.
Yeah.
It is a early play heal, which is also desirable.
But it doesn't get any bonus power, so it just gets run over.
Well, that's fine. You got the value out of it being healed, and then since you do have the salvage focus deck, you can just
Get it back. Yeah. That's so much stock.
But
the level 1 combo is stockless, and like if Itsumo goes off, that's more stock.
Yeah, true.
So basically, I think what we're seeing here is that like the deck is very snowbally.
Yeah.
If your level 1 dies, you die.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of people are playing the new 2 one, the promo from it's a shop tournament promo.
2K Punch.
Yeah, 2K Punch, and then.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's okay.
That makes it not die to everything, but it's still not. I don't think it's.
The issue is that Haruhi has no decent counters.
Nope. I mean, you have what? You've got 1-0 1.5k vanilla, a 2-1 vanilla.
But you could play it as 8.
Or
the issue is you can't salvage any of those.
Can you not?
You don't have the right traits. Your best salvage target is a 1-1-2k.
Yeah, that's the issue with all your counters.
Holy shit! Yeah, you're right. Wow, nice memed.
Yeah. The traits just don't work together, and so the entire set is just things that don't work together.
I'd rather just play aliens and call it a day.
Frustrating.
Yeah, I think so.
There's literally no reason they couldn't make the brainstorm fetch other traits.
Yeah.
Or if they're brainstorm set character instead of X character.
Yeah.
Let's say they make Haruhi intentionally weaker because they think the 2-0 counter is broken.
Yeah, I guess.
But then they ban the 2-0 counter, and now it's just.
Now it's shit again.
Why do you hate it?
Well, should we like run through the cards one by one and like give our thoughts on it?
I don't think we need to go that deep. Let's just give him let's give him a number rating, I guess, just to keep it simple.
Okay, well, pre power up set, Haruhi was like 3 out of 10. What the fuck did it do? Pretty much nothing.
All right, hang on, let me just type this up.
Which build? Aliens is it wasn't like complete trash.
I'd say Aliens is 5 out of 10. Dancho's 3 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
After the power up set, well, I'm talking about Dancho because I think the power up set was more focused towards Dancho. It just turned out that Alien still ended up with a better set.
Yeah, so it's like now it's like Dancho's what, 5 out of 10. Aliens is 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Alien is probably 6.5 just because they got a good Ricky.
Yeah, that's actually probably true. Ricky makes everything.
I don't know if I'd
the
even
issue,
get
the issue is you still don't have any good. Well, kind of have like not complete trash though.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the thing with Harry is that it's because it's an old deck. There's none of this like aggressive compression tools. Like, obviously you have a Ricky, but like you don't have an Akatsuki. You don't have a good spammable brainstorm. You don't have mill counters. You don't have any of this. It's just like the closest you have is this new level 0 Mikuru, right? And it's just kind of like, and that card, let's be honest, is kind of bad.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you really want to play this?
It's fine. Like, I think you probably play it in like
green red SOS.
Yeah. Well, you have.
You don't have a choice, really.
You don't have.
You usually get like you.
I think you can actually get
utility
4 mills off of it.
Yeah.
Mill 4 cards off of it.
Yeah, sure. I guess like
it's just the 4 because you're.
I mean, like if we compare this right to say the Araragi from Monogatari 2, that's miles ahead of this.
True.
So this is like, I mean, the other thing as well is like the new level 3, right? It's.
I hated it from the day one.
I mean.
I would much rather just play 3 Trouble Girl, heal 3 times, and ping 3. I feel like if you're making spots for this, I think you're taking out small techs, which would be very good. For example, Cat Mikuru, which is off trait, unfortunately, but if you draw into it, it's good to sandbag for certain decks.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can see you splashing.
Sucks too. The fucking 10th anniversary is also trade restricted for its slipage.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I can see it, like, I can see a tech one of, like, you know, you pull this out, use it to pull out your Trouble Girl if you get it off the top. So it's,
if you're a fucking god.
Yeah, I mean, I think you play it just because like it's one of the next best things.
You play it because it has nice art. It's not a good card.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't it salvage?
Yeah, on play salvage, but it's trait salvage. Yeah.
Dancho or SOS done.
Yep.
Just salvage your trouble, bro.
Yeah, easy. And then mill another one, and then win.
Like, I think as a one-up, it's okay. But, like, you have to first consciously make the decision to actually play this deck. And I think if you did that, you did something wrong. Unless you really like Curry. I mean, it's alright. But
yeah,
like you have no plan to like really win the game. It's kind of
I think like it just comes back to the problem of all of the important pieces in hierarchy. None of them work together. Is like the thing that always holds the deck back. Other than like you can play like the 1-0 Nagato, but then you have to splash blue for the 1-0 that turns all your shit into a 3k counter, and it's kind of like.
Oh, you got 4 Rickies.
You might as well just play aliens and call it a day.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, because you just play this one.
That's the challenge. Is that alien is just still better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though aliens has no real top end either. Whoa.
The 2-0 event isn't banned yet, right?
2017, it's banned. No.
Well,
it's banned with next ban list coming out.
Yeah. So the time of recording is the 21st of January. I assume that by the time I finish editing this, it'll be released on like the 31st of January, if not the 1st of February, at which point, yeah, then you might as well be banned.
Yeah.
Because ban list is what, 2nd or 3rd? It's that weekend.
Yeah.
4th. Yeah, so like whatever.
It could always rescind the ban.
They could, but I highly doubt that'll happen. Right, let's just move on to Kill a Kill. Now, I have a friend that plays this deck, but I never really paid much attention to how it worked. Other than, like, you have some decent-ish plus in combo at level 1, and then you have a marker burn at level 3. And you have a Musashi clone with a bounce counter, which is kind of good, I guess.
I think the draw to wanting to rebuild Kill a Kill was Mako Musashi with the classic trap.
Yep.
That's a very cool combo that you can do just to recycle and dodge on reverse effects. The second draw is the marker Ellie, I'll call it. When you marker, pay 1, tap 2, check 4, pick close or family.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So close is the main trait. It does hit everything in the set, which is good.
Yep.
And that is your source of advantage, considering you have, I believe it was 10 to 12 cards that actually marker on play.
There's the new level 0 Senketsu.
Yeah, new level 0, you play the level 1. I think you should play the level 1 Satsuki, which markers Junpetsu.
Yep.
That should also be a play. Anything else marker that I'm forgetting?
The
bomb? There's a bomb marker, or does...
There's a bomb
Or there's one of those markers.
Yeah.
Krista 1-0 combo mark.
Yeah.
Play the Satsuki that 1 markers.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, what about the NCO? I think that's still like.
Yeah, there's the 0-0.
You get a new target. You get a new Bolso.
Is a new Berserk.
Target
is pretty good.
Great.
It's not really strong.
I don't think it's great, but I think it's better than what we had before. Therefore, you play it.
That's because
terrible.
The other one was disgusting as shit.
Yeah.
Anti-heal is relevant because of how many advanced heals are coming around, how many heal looping decks are in the favor right now, that if you just brought a deck with an anti-heal, that they'd get stumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do manage to wall with this, then you do get enough to out-pressure them, being able to pay for heals.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you should play maybe 2 of this alongside 2-3 anti-heal.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could even just like do the Kantai route and just play anti-heals without the change target.
No!
You have to discard a card.
No! You have to ditch a card.
Oh, you have to ditch, so you have to play the target for this.
I'm not gonna -1. So that's not. It's like -2 because technically you paid a card to get the actual on too, right? It's bad. You have to play this.
No.
I'm not sure because it's only a pay 1 go to memory.
Yeah.
Which is a normal cost for on reverse, but this one you have to ditch 1. So unless you're getting the target out, forget about it.
Even bad, like it's a 1175, and like if you play this down first turn at level 0, the opponent has like choice of either giving you.
Dude, play it down, then reveal level 0, and nice.
The thing is, if you play it down first turn at level 0, the opponent has two choices: either he gives you a 3+, or he basically risks giving you a 1175 at level 0.
Yeah. I think that's the best part too. I think that's what I like about the anti-heal for Kill la Kill is that it's hand trappy. You can keep the 1/1 in hand and then use it as a ditch cost. So they don't know whether or not you're going to be able to spawn the 1/1 when they reverse you.
Yeah, I guess.
Which is kind of cool, interactive mind play around.
Yeah, I also think this is very snowbally. Like, if you get this out right early and like at level 0 or 1, and then you start getting stuck with it, you're actually gonna have more stuff later in the game to do more of your shit, or but you'll have better compression as well, assuming you don't trigger.
Assuming.
It's doing final position for it because you usually have like 7 cards on field.
Yeah. The issue thing is that Kill la Kill has
costless too, so just
and you plus like you usually get 1 reverse off with the Ryoko combo.
Yeah.
So you the card in hand from the climax and you plus basically. I think you plus every turn with the Mako back row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double thing back row.
So I think this is a reason to just stick with that.
Being perfectly fine.
I do like the early play. It's simple. It combos with the old door. I don't think the old door for the old door combo anyways.
I don't know if you play the old door combo.
You don't play the old combo, but it's an early play. It doesn't heal, so it's synergistic with your effect.
Yeah.
It digs for relevant cards, e.g. your climax, e.g. your classic trap.
Yeah.
Anything else you need on demand. No, not on demand. Then you can play the climax to salvage something you'll need later.
Yeah. I mean, like, I like it as well just because it's an early play that actually pluses.
Yeah.
So I think that alone makes it worth. And as well as that, it's choose any card, so you can fetch the events as well, which I think is pretty relevant.
Mm-hmm. Early play is good. The global is really good as well, just because
the global marker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and markers.
Yeah,
it's
like
also a scry at the same time, which is. The scry is odd though. It's weird. It's like if you look at the top of the deck, you have to marker it.
Yeah, it's kind of. I'm not a fan of that. Like.
It'll just be like
what? You can stack it anytime you want.
If you have a climax, you can just immediately like remove it. The card is really good.
Yeah.
Like, the card is good. There's 0 drawback to the scry being the marker.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can immediately like it's basically mill 1 on play is what it does, which is good and bad. It's just, I mean, like if nothing else, you play it immediately. You proc the Ellie effect or the user effect or whatever, and then you pull out the card that get the marker off, and then power up whatever it is you fetched off the effect. So it's not that terrible. Like,
I mean, it's.
I don't think you obviously
can't even call it terrible.
No, but is it like
it's good. It works with the deck.
Yeah. It's like I'm just saying like.
Card is good.
Yeah.
I just thought the first effect was odd when I first saw it. It was like all just knowing what you're markering.
Yeah.
Good.
Then there's the blue ditch searcher, which is less good.
I think it's fine. It's a blue splash.
You run it for blue. It's also one of your only discard outlets.
Yeah.
Yeah, between this and anti-heal, yeah, that's it. Because the event doesn't ditch, and
it's not horrible. It's playable.
Don't you have a...
It's also,
Wait, don't you have...
It's all at the same time, which is...
Wait, I thought you had a...
That's a beater. Like, that's a good card.
Yeah. I thought you had a spammable brainstorm, which was salvage discard. No?
We do, yes.
Yeah.
I believe so?
Yeah, I think you do. Don't you?
Want to play that. You really don't want to play that. There's 0 space for that.
Yeah, I guess you have you have the old Satsuki brainstorm.
I mean, you could probably make space for it.
If you want.
I'm talking about the spammable brainstorm, not the shitty draw brainstorm.
Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Would you cut? Like you already if you run 1 Mako, 3 of each of the Senketsus.
You can run less drop searchers. You don't even have to run 3 anti-heals.
What? You're gonna drop search for the anti-heal and then drop another one to anti-heal?
Oh yeah, climax fixing.
Nice.
You can make space for a card like that if you really want to.
Yeah, yes.
Nothing in here is like. I mean,
Nothing in here is
That's up to the player.
I don't think anything in here is terrible. I just feel that. I mean, okay, Kill wasn't a great set before this, but it wasn't exactly.
Now it's serviceable.
Yeah, but like, no, I think it's actually decent now. It's just that like
it's a fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Like my point is that before you weren't even struggling for card quality before in the same way that some other sets were, like Clanad.
I think it's pretty good. Like it pluses every turn, guaranteed, and it doesn't. And for that reason, like because the Mako exists, it doesn't really crutch on its own reverse combo as much, and it doesn't really need to get. It doesn't really crutch on its early play as much because the Mako just holds the deck together.
Yeah.
The only problem is the entire deck's free, and there are no like really good efficient stockouts. So
I don't think there are any efficient stockouts.
Bad trigger luck kind of hurts you a lot more than it would other places, but like I don't know if that's really a downside for the deck.
Well, you basically like you have the anti-heal, the target, which you probably play multiples of. That costs a stock, and you can do the combo each turn.
Yeah.
So unless you trigger it first.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. If you keep triggering first, then you.
If you keep triggering first, you're gonna lose anyway. Let's be honest.
The deck also kind of gets burst compression, I guess I could call it, because a good player, a player who's experienced deck,
keeps markers on the field.
So you time your markers to stay on field at refresh. So you're essentially getting like an extra 3-4 cards clean out of your deck every refresh, which is impactful.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah.
So
and I mean, like,
I think it's fine.
And you've got milling as well because you've got the 1-0 event, which is you still play. So it's not like you can't go through the deck either.
It depends on which route you go with the events. But like if you go the counter route, which helps you keep field, you actually are restricted to milling once per turn. Which can hurt you.
I don't do. Yeah.
Most lists are gonna run 2-2.
The Jinketsu is also a very nice stock soul target.
Yes.
Yeah.
If only we had a drop bond for it. Oh well, we can't all be Nisekoi.
Anything else you want to say about the set?
I do want to talk about the 2-1. Yeah, because you got the new 2-1 assist that puts a marker on the old marker burn Ryuko.
Good.
Alright, sure. I like it.
It gives you options.
Good.
I mean, like, I think
it turns Rico into an optional burn 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Which is really powerful. More so than like the optional 1 to 2 that Rico would be otherwise.
Yeah. My issue is still though.
Damage is very strong.
It is actually kind of hard because if you have like the assist.
Yeah, I mean, but it's there, right? Like you're under control. You're largely in control of whether you.
I mean, as much as I love this card though,
it easily can burn a lot more viable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I still don't like though how it's. The thing is, I don't like about this is that the thing about Ryuko is because of how the meta is nowadays and like what exists, you kind of have to keep the hexproof Mako support like in play pretty much all the time. And then, do you really want to do you want to play this on top of that as well as?
Why do you have to play the Mako like all the time? You really only need a 3.
Yeah.
About getting balanced.
I think
you could probably play it a level 2, like.
If you wanted to
no
save
one
your
wants to get anti-changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 2 of the hexproof Mako is fine.
There's room space issues.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a problem. That's the space.
Unlike because you want to run. I think ideally you want to run like
actually need it.
Yeah, I would tend to not include it, but I don't know. There's a lot. It depends on what's being played in your meta, right?
Yeah, better call.
I think it's fine at least as a 1-up. I don't know if the second copy is really that great.
You can definitely run one.
I think it's
definitely
pretty good. Like it also protects your Ruko from being like anti-damaged, which is pretty huge.
Yeah, I think the anti-damage thing is kind of big now that P5 and other sets.
Oh yeah, anti-damage fucks Ruko, so I guess
that's why you need it, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I would have preferred it a bit more if the Satsuki was like plus 500, like the Puyo one, plus 500 power and untargetable. I think that would have made a lot more impact.
I mean, plus 1,000.
Yeah, plus 1,000 and untargetable.
Yeah. I think getting meat. I think I'd rather not get meat.
I think if it's that, I think if it's that, your early play would be too weak.
I think the extra 1k.
Not like the deck cares. Does it really care? I don't like.
Macro
just makes it.
You don't care.
Okay, losing in early play sucks, but.
Want to cut yourself because you lost your early play, but keeping the early play is always better than not keeping the early play.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. The deck isn't depending on the early play to survive.
It doesn't touch on the early play, so.
I think it's fine because of that.
You got more of the extra 1k.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you have the bounce counter, assuming you have the stock because you didn't anti-heal for whatever reason, like you're playing against the deck without healing, that's another two stock you can use to re-dig even deeper, and it's not exactly perfect compression, but it is 2 less cards in the deck. 3 less cards in the deck. So it's not like...
happening here?
Wait, what?
What? Did the connection...
Right now. What are you talking about?
Did the connection drop or something?
Like the 2-0 counter bounce?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I followed.
If you bounce the early play, and then you replay it, that's another 3 cards of digging you can have.
Oh.
Considering if you don't fucking triple cancel that turn from pressing with your markers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because your first turn with the early play out, you play the door to get something, so that's one.
Yeah.
It's really fucking spicy. I'm sure that comes up.
That's.
I think I would just sandbag the traps for the Mako Musashi and to avoid any on reverse crap. Rather than try to just like shoot out another early play, I'd rather just like sandbag that stock until I could just like ping for 2-2, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, etc.
Ping 2 to look at the top 3 cards of the deck. That's not ideal.
Yeah, sure. Like it's not a priority target. I agree. It's just I think
the option is there.
If
you wanted.
The thing about Killer Kill is that
clock kick.
Even before this power up set, I think Killer Kill has always been you have to manage your resources extremely well. I think it's always been the case.
Yeah, no pluses.
Yeah. And even now, like now that you have some decent pluses, it's still a case of you still have to manage stuff like like not so much stock, but not so much hand.
It's a great plus.
It is. It's just like it's not Ricky.
I don't think you actually need to manage like your stock in hand. Like I think the deck's actually kind of free. The issue is that if you get unlucky, you have very little damage control.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys were talking earlier just about how you have no stock outs, but like if you attack a bunch, like because the deck is so costless. So I think
you have the on play pay 1 ditch 1. Like if you needed to like dig 3 stock in, you'd have to like on play pay 1 ditch 1, search for your anti heal target, pay that, and then marker something to pay that last stock out.
Nice.
Sucks the ass. So
but at least you can do it.
At least you can do it. But you're going through loops, which hurts the face.
Some sets just don't get an option.
All right.
So let's give some numbers then. So I think before power up set, I'd probably give it 5.5, maybe a 6.
2 out of 10.
I think.
I don't know how much ratings.
So actually,
I guess like you had Musashi and Mako, but like Musashi and Mako
Kill's pretty shit actually.
How would you even get to that point with like your non-existent advantage, your non-existent resources?
Sure.
Let's give it a 4.
Upset.
Or like
you
a 3.
Played Disco Milk level 1.
Okay.
No, before the power up set, you played the 1-0 with the old door combo with 2 effects. That's all you had.
Don't play that. You just play Disco
No, you actually just play Disco Milf and try to like marker tower her. That being said, I actually think the 2-1 Nui is pretty fresh. The new promo one.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, I like that.
It turns your Disco Milf into a restander.
Yeah.
Costs infinite resources for some.
Okay, but let's be honest. If you're playing Disco Milk still, you're playing a meme deck. So infinite resources is just you don't care anymore.
That's like the same as saying Subaru shouldn't cost less than he does because it's just a meme deck.
Yeah, he's a meme deck.
You still want the meme deck to be somewhat playable.
Somewhat, I guess. Yeah. All right. So.
All
right. So
numbers for me, I think it's at a 7. 7.5. 7.
That seems quite high. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's 7.
I think
7 or 7 points.
Is like. Anyways, but like it can compete without being sad right now.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. If that's what you qualify as a 7.
It's a meta pick, right?
I mean,
maybe.
And it can dodge on reverse effects, which is
actually super relevant. Has hexproof. As a repeatable mill 4 every turn you want.
And a like Musashi and the
the
Musashi effect, which is super desirable as well. And I think. Go ahead.
And the early play is pretty decent too.
Yeah, the early play is.
Yeah.
I think that set is desirable, and I think it's worth 7.
Sure. All right. Fine.
Sure.
So let's just then move on to the actual one that's actually like really juicy, which is Railman.
Yeah.
And the first thing I want to talk about is Saturn, 3-2 Saturn, because I really don't.
Wait, what?
I don't like it. I just don't like it.
Card's not broken. Card's just fine.
It's not It's not broken, but it's not shit either. I'm just not sure.
What's your issue with it? I love the card.
It's whatever. I mean, like it's a card. It's not bad. It's not great.
Okay. Like so, I read it right, and I read it. I pay to discard to stand. It's not the worst thing you can play, but I just feel that in the context of the rest of the Railgun deck, I wouldn't want to play it as much as I do want to play it.
It's just fun.
I love the card, and I play 2.
Basically, conditionless restand gives you extra reach, like reason not to include the card.
Yeah.
Because you have a free green splash by playing probably 3 or 4 copies of the Brainstorm.
Yeah.
4 copies of the Brainstorm, X copies of on attack plus power.
1 or 2. You play 1 or 2 Highway as well.
Stock Charger.
Would you really play the Stock Charger?
Yeah. Of course.
I don't know about that.
It's big enough. What are you talking about? It gets big enough. You have the back row for it, and it's cross turn. So like, I don't know. Why wouldn't you play it?
What's the Stock Charger? The 2-1 Saturn?
No, the 1-0. The 1-0 Konori from set 1.
Judgment.
Oh.
So that's your back row every game. So you have the condition live at all times. It's level 1 or higher.
Does the Brainstorm also have Judgment?
Yes. It's Nui Haru.
Yes, I guess you can make it work.
What?
Oh, something about it just feels not great.
For the 1065. Come on now.
Yeah, no, of course not. But like, I'd
root for this card. This deck has so much space because it's essentially just the power up pack deck. So
I much prefer the new 1-0 support.
Oh yeah.
Old man. Wait, but those don't occupy the same slots.
Because you can slap her. Is it the same as Mikagi?
Konori is like beater.
Tap 2 gives something on her
it's just herself. Like when she reverses a level 1 or higher character, stock charge 1 off the top, and like you can definitely get the stock charge on your turn.
Yeah. I mean, like if because
there's actually there's a thing here where if the opponent wants to kill the stock charge, they kill it first, and then you probably get to keep one if the climax combo. Misaka can just do the climax combo again. If they kill the Misaka, you probably get an additional stock charge.
Yeah, that's
sure.
So the old man makes the combat math a little more involved. It's a good card. You should be running it anyways. Like, why not?
Yeah, maybe.
And I'm still going to defend that the Saturn is still good in the deck because
it's not that good.
I like it,
I think the card is very.
I don't think it's wrong. I think it's very much like middle school. Middle school, it's not the wrong choice. I just wouldn't choose it.
But if it's middle school, then it's mandatory. Then you have to run it. Is that what you're saying?
I think a list without the restander is always worse than
you run the restander. I just don't think it's like this great card. You run it because there's nothing else. You run it because there's nothing else. You don't run it because it's amazing. You run it because there's nothing else that you have to run that slot.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay, sure.
You don't have any, I'm not saying,
I don't think you run 4 Misakura, I think you run 3.
There's a difference between running a card because it's really, really amazing, and then running a card because you have to, because, you're just filling slots. I think the Saten falls into the latter category.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit better than, Chap that you'd used to fill the slot with, but it's not...
I mean,
definitely not, great.
You're not playing this deck because of the Saten, you're playing this deck for other reasons.
What did you use to fill that slot before, though? That's the question. You had your 2 Misakuras, and then what?
Accelerator, I guess.
Maybe
right
the Dakota?
Right now the yellow splash isn't very viable because of space constraint, ironically. But, Saten's...
It's trait as well. Now that, you search specifically Esper
or trait list.
I mean, you can still run Accelerator. Accelerator is fine. It's just the yellow cards are just problematic to include now, because Takitsubo sucks. Komoe Sensei is off trait.
Yep.
And
that's all you have for yellow.
And Accelerator Stock Bomb is not good.
I think you still play that just because it's probably the only
No, you don't. What?
I think you ignore them. Whatever they try to do, you ignore them and they shit on them once you hit level 2.
It's so bad. It's not bad. It's just
I think it's still good for catching shit like Inazuma.
Most contenders don't even play more than 2 Inazumas.
I mean, stuff like Inazuma. There's more than...
Whoa, that's not...
Cards like that.
People play 3 Inazuma all the time.
3 Inazuma in a contender.
You said 2.
3 Inazuma.
You said 2.
I said I don't see lists running more than 2 Inazuma.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I've seen lists with 3.
Sure, whatever.
People run 3.
I mean, either way, I think... having seen, because one of my friends got the power-up set for Elgon, and he's modded his deck, I think it's pretty clear that, from what my experience at least, I think that the new early play is what really, just puts you really far ahead.
Yeah, but you have slots for the Saten, so you might as well fill them with the Saten. You have, these 2-3 extra slots that you're not going to use on, the second or third anti-event Saten.
Yeah,
so
sure.
why not?
There's no better finisher you have to fill those slots.
Yeah.
Well, after you add Misakura, yeah, sure.
Yeah. But
I think Misakura is the worst. If you
Misakura is
finishing, it's worse than...
Yeah, I mean, Misakura is my token healer. I don't even use it as my finisher anymore. I just use Saten to finish off games. If my opponent is kind enough to give me something to reverse on my turn, I'll be sure, I'll take it. But most of the time, I'm just going.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If they show you open slots, Saten's kind of shit. That's the thing.
You can just crash with Saten.
Yeah.
I mean, if they just show you open slots, what do you, as the railgun player, what are you doing, in this scenario? Are you playing Satens, expecting to kill them that turn? If they open up all their lanes, because you give them, if they crash everything, like you would against TP, what is the Rogan player doing in this scenario?
3-3-2.
3-3-2.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sure, but you're not killing them. It's not the Saten is shit.
You're not killing them. So then, nothing else
the Saten is really bad in that scenario, and that scenario is not uncommon because people are prepared to play against stuff like that. So that's why I think the Saten is just whatever.
If someone is going to triple crash me, I'll leave the 2 Kodo and Imoto in front, and I'll push a shitter up. That is bound to get reversed anyways. That is my next turn Saten restand target.
You don't have less than...
Yeah, but then what if you die that turn?
You die, I guess.
Sure. If I die that turn, it didn't matter.
That means the Saten is not amazing. That's my point. If you have to make concessions like that because of something that your opponent is prepared to do and might do, if they read it correctly, then that means the card, I just don't think the card can be considered amazing or good because there are scenarios in which the card is distinctly bad and not the play. where you'd rather just play a heal,
I think
or you'd play an
bad
extra.
is disgustingly underselling it, because swinging for 3 and 4 isn't the end of the world. Get an additional attack. You know what numbers 3 and 4 are?
Do you know what triggers you run? Do you know what triggers you run in this deck?
It's double soul triggers.
And what card loves 8 double soul triggers more than any other card? Restanders obviously love +2 soul triggers, right? Especially when you're attacking direct.
Play it and don't trigger those.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, man. Alright, you're attacking 4 or 5 times in a turn, you're not triggering any climax.
No, obviously what you do is... No, what you obviously do is, you have put both of your double triggers on the restand, that way they cancel everything, and then they take the other 3s and die. That's the play. That's the play.
I'm just saying, the deck usually rides a lead into level 3, and that's how it wins.
Yeah, of course.
Itself doesn't exactly... I don't...
It's lower on the scale, but because you're ahead, it's okay.
You wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah, sure.
You're not. It's not wrong. I know what the card does, but I'm just saying, like, in the context of how the deck operates, it just depending on that Saten is not the thing I want to do.
Yeah, like
if I have to play a Saten, I'm throwing it up with a prayer and hoping that something sticks.
That's the thing, like,
not making a calculated effort to
the card is good because the deck is good, not the other way around, basically.
Yeah. That's
okay.
Clear.
So, like,
because you're winning off the early play, right?
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what's winning in the game. Like, well, that and your 1-0, the 1-0 stock self combo.
No, it's Kuroko.
I'm just
makes added Kuroko.
I'm comfortable with calling a condition as restand a bad card.
I'm not saying it's a bad card. No one said it's a bad card.
We say
Ben said that it's a bad card.
Ben started off like he didn't like it. He said it was bad.
It's not bad. I just don't like it. Yeah, like I don't like a lot of cards though. For example, I don't like okay, this is gonna be really awkward now, but I really don't like the Musashi clone in Red Blue Pumpkin. This is a personal thing.
Wow, this guy.
Sure, I agree.
I think Musashi clones are a lot worse in decks without anti-heal.
Oh, in blue, you don't.
All four of those Musashis, right? Yeah. Well, I guess there's 5 now.
You just have Pumpkin and blue, and that's it. So you need the Musashi. Otherwise, like, what do you do?
So obviously, like, it was pretty obvious early on that 2K1 Soul Railgun was the play to combo with Kuroko. And
it wasn't that obvious. I think a lot of people are still running doors.
I've seen a lot of Japanese lists running doors.
Which is
correct. I don't like.
Now?
What? Okay, gates are never bad unless you're up against something stupid like TLR with double sitting Mikan. But like in general, gates are good.
One sitting Mikan.
Yeah, like in general, gates are good. Gates are good. So I don't think I don't know if I'm comfortable saying it's wrong either. But I do agree. I think that 2K1 Soul is definitely better in the context of what these do.
Mm-hmm. Because of the cost of the Inamoto?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the way, not just the cost, the way the card operates. I think the 1K1 is less favorable than the 2K1.
Well.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna swing for 2 empty slots.
Yeah.
Did you know my locals believes that 2K1 isn't even an option? That's either door or +2 soul.
Whoa.
Wow.
For 5?
No. That's the next level play. Again, you take the same methodology as you do with the restander. You play the 2 soul, trigger a 2 soul on the Masakuramoto, hit them for 7, which they cancel, then they take the rest of the damage.
Or they're really good at the game and they cancel.
That's not how it works.
Memes.
Yeah, if only.
The 2K1 is also.
But if you're a good player,
you have
then you just the damage always sticks.
Mikoto Emoto.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Once you have multiple of the Mikoto Emoto, what you can do is if you fail the top check on your first check, you can draw your fail and then reveal again to try again.
Yeah.
Which makes 2K1 a lot better already.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Just like it's these factors building up to each other, which makes 2K1 the better choice over door. Throughout the game.
Oh, also 2K1 is really good with the Kuroko.
Yes. 2K1 is amazing.
Fucking shit.
Yeah. That.
I pumped my bomb to like 8K on level 1 to kill something.
It's like a free, like it lets you recycle your, like you can just play your Kirkos down turn 1, and then you draw a 2k1 or something. You're like, oh, cool, I get to use them again.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Like, I think it's also hidden compression in a way, because you've got the filtering through the Kuroko, which is twice with the 2k1 soul, and then you draw off the 2k1 soul. It's like you're going down like what 4 cards over those 2 turns, which I think is again like. If we're saying that 4 markers and kill a kill is relevant,
it's not compression because 2k1's off the top. So
it's milling. It's
just
like
milling.
Like if you're saying
it's just faster refresh.
Yeah, which is good because then
there might be arguments that like door is better to increase hand as you trigger them, but I've never had a shortage of hand in the deck.
I'd rather.
Yeah, sure.
My hand has always been infinity and a half.
But if you 2k1, then you draw them. Oh, you mean throughout the game, like
yeah.
Game. If you're triggering doors to get salvage plus, people might say like that's why doors are better. But then like the deck
only realistic
is so gross.
Reason to run door. You don't want to run 8 times.
But then if you like, the thing is though, triggering doors implies that you need to trigger the doors and then draw the doors to actually play the combo, which is bad.
Yeah.
Because then you're like at least 2 climaxes out of the deck, which is like not where you want to be.
Yeah, I think everyone just understands that Railgun was like the best one to come out of the power-up sets.
Yeah, I mean like it was the best before, and I think it's the best after as well.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know because
like the entire deck being also which is
really efficient. It just makes it so strong. Like. I don't know, like, I want to say it was a 6 before, but I don't know if that's fair. Because
I think it was 6 before.
I want to say 6, but like in my heart, I feel it's more like a 6.5, almost a 7.
Before?
Okay, before?
Yeah,
it was like
probably like a
5.
It wasn't great, but I think
5.56.
like Alien Harmony.
I don't know, because like it's definitely better than Aliens. Like I don't think as in Railgun before is definitely better than Aliens after. I think.
What did we say?
Really?
I think so.
No.
I think so.
No. Aliens has a Ricky. Okay.
I mean, you have Taketsubo, kind of.
I hate that card.
All right, so okay, in that case, let's just say 6 then.
Yeah, it's somewhat big level 1 that's tied to bombs.
Yeah.
Well, it died to everything.
So like
1175 was good back in the day when 1075 is for a happy thing.
Actually, 119 case and 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least you had like what global hand encore and global level assist and
that deck for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
I think after the power up set, it's probably like 8.5 happy, 8.59, 8 to 9.
Probably 8.
8, I think, is fair.
You can't come.
Maybe 8.5. I think 8.5 you can maybe push, but I think 9 is breaching to like.
If R is the 10, then you can maybe.
No.
I think like no 9 is breaching like 765 Milky sort of tier.
Sure, then we'll call that an 8.5.
Yeah.
8.5.
So let's see how long.
I'm more interested in what would you rate it as?
I think what's with rate is that it's very more dependent than maybe other sets on what people play around you, and if certain sets get played, Raygun has a lot more value, I guess.
I think that's a true statement.
Because the early play is basically meta warping in a sense, in that defensive level 3, early play level 3 is like the Kotori from the new Rear, or the Ilya from the new set, the Kuro from the new set. Basically stuff like that has defensive value on the field that you early play.
Yeah.
It gets completely destroyed.
GG.
Yeah. I also really don't want to play Log Horizon anymore.
Wait, you can't kill.
Wait, you can't kill Shiroi, so you're fine.
You can't kill Shiroi.
Okay.
So only snipes
It's level 2 or lower, unless your front field is Shiroi.
But you still snipe the -2 soul one, and that still really hurts.
That's true.
I mean,
it's
like Log Horizon has no way of gaining level, so you just snipe their bodyguard and then they lose.
Yeah.
Log Horizon never played a bodyguard against Raygun.
No, of course not.
You just play 4 Akatsuki and 3 Akatsuki. Yeah.
Puts a premium on hexproof supports though. If railguns in your meta,
yeah, but then they just kill. But then they just kill the hexproof support.
No, they can't. No, we can't. Here's how you play against. If you're playing Little Busters of Puyo, you're playing against railgun. Here's how you play. You just crash one lane every turn, and they can't kill anything.
Wow, such pro.
It works.
I mean, yeah, sure,
Suddenly the combo doesn't do anything.
Yeah, sure.
Can actually, like, you can go neck 2 and kill the back person and kill.
I mean, if it matters.
Wait, no, you can't.
No, you have to do an order.
You can't. You have to kill something in the front row before you can kill something in the back row.
Which means that if you kill the hexproof support, you can't kill can't kill against giving hexproof too.
Yeah.
So it's not the end of the world, but it's still like subpar.
You crash 2 lanes every turn.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, it protects that Mako will now protect the early play, I guess.
I mean,
hold on.
Maybe.
I think on your first Mikoto Moto proc, you are able to snipe the carbuncle support in the back.
Yeah, you snipe. Yeah, you can.
It doesn't say that you have to kill a level 3 to level 2.
You can't even target. You can't even choose.
No, you have to choose one.
You have to choose a card.
You have to choose a card in the front row to kill it, and then if
no, but it doesn't say Soshitara. It just says like you do as much as you can, right? Because you can't choose any. You go to the next part, which is the top part of your deck.
Yeah.
There's no clause which says that this must happen before this must happen.
Oh, okay.
It's you pay the cost, and so if you try to target, you can't target, so nothing happens, and then you still reveal, and then because it's an Esper character, you then snipe the carbuncle, exactly, and then the second
one
can kill the level 3.
Can kill one of the level 3s.
Ugh.
Nice, you just discarded 2 cards to kill 2 characters.
And pick nose, worth it.
Killed 3 because you wiped both of them back row.
It means they don't have carbuncle for their.
You kill the Sig, that thing that they definitely can't salvage with another Sig.
You don't need carbuncle for R in the railgun matchup.
No,
that's true.
But I think you do want carbuncle for Amity in the railgun matchup.
Yeah,
that's true.
So you'll have carbuncle in play anyway.
Using the Amity would really, really hurt.
Yeah, it definitely sucks if you can't ride it to level 3.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing the bear, and then if you're playing the bear, it's less relevant.
Sure. Yeah, because I think if you're playing the Amity and then you have 2-1 carbuncle, that makes the railgun thing a lot worse. And I think that you should be playing your ball position so that you can gain advantage, and that this stuff doesn't do as much.
Yeah, I mean, like if you play the Amity carbuncle into railgun, you basically force them to have a double Emoto combo, which is.
Yeah.
It's not hard for the railgun player, but it just means that they have less resources to throw at you in the following turns after you Isla them.
Yeah, I'm always playing double.
I mean, yeah, that's because the deck's...
Are you playing against... What?
What? No, double's like...
Are you just free farming everyone?
Double Emoto is not hard at all.
4-stock.
No, it's just
4-stock.
Like...
Stock's not hard.
Stock is not hard. You have a stock sold combo that gives you a free attack.
But there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with making them do that. Like, I think that.
Oh yeah.
As the Puyo player, you should just be doing that because this exists.
Exactly.
You know that they have that. Yeah.
Because
it depends on how many resources you got and how rushed you get. Like you don't.
I mean, sure, but if you look at it this way, right? There's no other field setup that the Puyo player can put forward that doesn't get boned any harder.
Yeah.
So I think
you can just if
you aim for it.
Do the Mamoru combo again and just crash your lanes. I don't think much.
I mean, if you just triple Magro and crash all your lanes into an Emoto field, then they'll just smash you in the face right back.
Yeah. I feel like
at that point you already refreshed. You probably don't take that much.
Yeah, sure.
But
it's still not great.
I don't. So, what's wrong with the carbuncle field? Is my question.
The thing that's wrong with it is that it depends on whether you actually have the resources to spend.
What, 3 stock?
3 stock.
If you only have say you have 6 stock into the level 2 turn.
That's fine. 6 minus.
It means that you don't get to triple R the next turn.
Yes, it does. You have 6 stock.
You attack 3 times.
Yeah.
3 plus 3 is
Then
6.
5 stock, sorry.
Okay, sure. Maybe you have...
Sure.
For the...
Oh,
Whoa! He's got you there.
I mean...
4 stock.
Okay, I can't beat 4 stock.
Okay, so if you have no resources going into level 2, then at that point you make whatever play that you can, right?
Yeah, because if you have no resources at that point, Puyo's behind, and then as we all know, Puyo isn't really good at playing from behind. So
Puyo just kind of,
especially that late in the game, yeah, it's
that seems really rare though to enter level 2 with only 4 stock.
I've been there before.
No, it depends on whether you still need to brainstorm for certain.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah, it also depends on stuff like if you get rushed, for example, as I've been, if you skip your level 1 game and you just sit there with 3 Magros and 2 stock souls in your hand, and you just look at your opponent's field of these level 0s, and you're like, wow, then it's pretty bad. But then again, it boils down to then you're behind as Puyo, and Puyo's behind is just kill yourself. So. I mean, yeah.
I don't think it matters whether you're playing around this early play because you're already so screwed.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going for just under an hour now. So I guess we can spend a bit of time shit talking ReZero.
Yes.
Okay, so let's make this the first.
Priscilla.
Okay, before we talk about that, actually, you know what? Let's talk about that. So
I want to talk about Priscilla Al because I still haven't
found a
conventional method to deal with it.
Okay, so for those of you
level 1.
So for those of you who aren't aware, Heart of the Cards has mistranslated the 1/1 Priscilla. So the actual effect is, I'll put the screenshot up on the screen. I'll edit this in post. Is that the first effect is if your opponent's character is lower level than this, then this gains 2k, so it becomes a 1/17k. And the other effect is the character opposite this gains the following effect. If the character opposite this card is higher level, this card cannot front attack. Meaning that if Priscilla is in front of something, and the character opposite Priscilla is lower level than her, Priscilla cannot be front attacked. And the reason that's relevant is because of the Alfred that gives Priscilla +1 level. And power. So you're basically dealing with a 2/1/7/5.
Yeah.
8/5 who cannot be front attacked, which is pretty good, I guess.
It's annoying because
deny the opponent damage on 2 lanes if you do double Priscilla 1.
Yeah.
L, and you can protect the L with the counter because it's 6/5 pre-support.
Yeah.
6/5 pre-support.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here thinking why is this a common? How do you play around this?
It's even better because you can get it with the event. What?
And then
Yeah, Alfred and Priscilla are the pair, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking
Sorry.
What do I do here? But besides being a sack and triggering bounces when I need them in a deck that does play bounce, let's say I'm playing a deck without a bounce. What would you do?
Is there bottom deckers? Bottom deck your enemy? I don't think there's anything.
Only for anti. There's anti-change ones like the new Rem.
Okay. I don't want.
There's the answer. We gotta fucking play Rene.
Wow.
No, you play the 1/0. You play the TLR thing that kicks them to memory. So you kick the elephant to memory, and then you run over the Priscillas.
Wow.
You don't get the kill big enough to kill the.
She's 6/5 base.
Tiny power.
You play 2 runs. And that's
85, and you still run into a counter.
No. The solution. The solution is
Chie plus Curry and Dojima.
No, guys, we've been talking about this solution the whole time. You just play Imoto Misaka and just kill the level 2 Priscilla. There you go.
There it is. You just gotta skip your own level 1.
Wait, so what cards are we talking about?
Alright, so common number 20 and common number 22.
So the 1/1,
Yeah, the interaction is that the 1/1 becomes 1/17k, and level 1185 level 2 cannot be front attacked by level 1 and under. And reason to that is because the 1/0 owl gives it power, and because you have that on the field, the 1/0 owl also gets its own power to a relevant number.
6/5, which is counter range. So it's a 1/0 3.5k with, if you have the Priscilla in play, he gets an additional 3k, so he's a 1/0 6/5 base. And as long as he's in the front row, all of your other specific Priscilla get 1 level and 1.5k. So from a 115k, she turns into what's effectively a 2185. That cannot be front attacked.
So I'm just trying to like rack ideas on like how to play around this if you don't play any sort of bounce.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
field
and
the
it has-
ball.
it has
So
to
what
be,
is
like-
what's the correct translation?
The
But if
translation
support
is
is lower level than the Priscilla, he can front attack.
But the Japanese text says that
The character opposite this card gains the Japanese text says the character opposite this card gains the following ability: continuous. If the character opposite this card is higher level, this card cannot front attack. So it gives your opponent the drawback.
It gives you up on that
no, it's if the character opposite is
Higher level.
No. The character opposite of this, the card opposite of this character gets the following effect.
Yes.
So your opponent
yeah.
in front of you gets the effect, cannot front into higher level.
Exactly. So
Which means
Priscilla gives her
if someone
opponent.
is higher level than that
Right.
slot, they cannot front into her.
Exactly.
memes.
So clearly the answer is to play Idolmaster and play the 1/1 Hibiki cost 1 bomb, right? Oh shit, no, fuck, level 1 still.
No. The answer is play Priscilla into Priscilla.
There it is!
Holy shit, boys.
Isn't there a 0/0 thing in TLR that gives you a level? Then you can just front with all your defense anyway. But you're not killing them.
Yeah, like
No way.
they're 8-5 with a 102k counter. How are you gonna get through?
I actually think realistically to play around this is catch them on their front attack and try and beat them with the counter.
Yes. Specifically, you have to beat
Otherwise-
you have to beat the Elderbrand.
Wait, but she's
but the
8-5
Priscilla gains
base.
2k.
Like,
the Priscilla gains 2k on attack.
Yeah. So
No.
No. It's not
No,
really on
it's
attack,
2K
during the
flat.
battle.
yeah, it's constant 2k if you're lower level. So that's why you have to kill the Elderbrand, because Elderbrand's only going to be 1065, which is much easier to
Elderbrand.
Yeah, exactly. Which is much. So then
you can. You just focus all power onto him.
yeah, but then like
And then you try and like
it means that they have
your other 2 slots with Priscilla that
Man,
are
it's-
counterable.
no, but then it means that they have to pay 3 encore the Elderbrand, which they're not going to do unless like.
Why don't you just
Play another one.
All these memes.
Why don't you just sign?
So now the real reason how you or the real thing how you deal with this, you wait until level 2 and play your replay until the Priscilla dies.
But then what are you doing at level 1 though? Like the thing is, up until you're level 2, you're playing a 1-0.
What if you do a level 1 then?
Yeah, you side for side for 0.
Actually, like most decks actually can't do anything at level.
Like
That's just it.
yeah, the only real solution you have is just leave that lane empty, and then just crash your other 2 lanes. Or if they have 2 Priscillas, leave both lanes empty and just crash the 1 lane. Like you're losing.
The thing is, you can't crash into Priscilla because
You crash into the Elbrand. Like it sucks. It sucks, but like if you play anything else, you're just gonna neg.
Oh, cost 0 killers. So
Like railgun.
railgun, Synfo gear,
Sure.
reformers, kanji. Can kanji do that?
Yes, he can.
Can you throw? Can you
yes.
throw a chair at this man?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can throw a
Okay.
chair at him.
Sure.
Drop down to
You
Priscilla's.
don't play Kami in any deck.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
Play Kanji and anti-Priscilla persona.
that's kind of a problem.
If you can remove him from the field, well, like I guess Fate has like the
Yeah,
ring.
Kisniper has the kill event.
Oh, cost kill.
Yeah,
Yeah. You put, ugh.
it's still not great though.
Wait.
So basically, apart from
What? It's a good card. You run it. Holy shit.
so apart from like removing the owl, basically all you have to do is just like side and wait until you hit 2, or do you?
Unless you're playing a deck with cost 0 killers.
Or you side over it and you get hit for 1 anyways.
Yeah,
Like,
like a
you're
good
playing,
plan, like I said,
like you're playing Idolmaster or something.
just put more soul triggers in.
Because I assume you still play the Felix, I guess.
In this deck?
I don't.
I think
No, I don't think so.
so because I think if you're going Priscilla Owl, you just do Priscilla Owl.
Yeah, you just ride that combo all the way to like level 2.
Sure. Yeah. But like, I mean, like, well, what supports you play like a Global 500 and then like the Career
Yeah.
Storm, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Hello, fuck. First
So,
Storm.
can you even beat anything post count, like using a counter? Can you beat the Priscillas?
You can beat once you hit level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of at level 1... The only thing I can think of at level 1...
If you have 2...
What? Two Aldebrans? Okay, if you have 2 Aldebrans...
You only need to nag your opponent one attack.
No, if you have 2 Aldebrans, you just play the Railgun Brainstorm and mill 2 climaxes and kill both of them.
Got him.
Honestly, actually, I think the only deck I can think of that at level 1 can take on the Priscilla is probably Soundless Voice. Because you can play the blue 1/0 Miku that gives +1 level in front.
True.
True.
It's...
Does that end up being like 11? 11 on attack?
With...
Terraformer actually deal with Priscilla very well, too.
Yeah, but then you're playing Terraformers.
Or if you play like a level 1 into like a level 2...
Is playing Soundless Voice that much better than playing Terraformers?
Yes, because at least...
I would much rather play Terraformers.
At least if you play Soundless Voice, you get to pretend you're Samson Chow.
Who wants to pretend to be that guy, man?
So the thing is, like, one other thing that it's always been, I think, a bit of a question is that I'm still not massively sold on the level 3 RAM.
I'm not massively sold on the set, but I still bought it. I made a mistake.
I'm not sold on the set at all.
Yeah.
I like Felt, but that's like the anime. I think the set is okay.
The Felt. I think 3-2 Felt is the next best option, and even she's quite underwhelming.
Yeah. I mean, like, you get a free fresh, it's cool, but like, it actually just basically it feels a lot like Gems.
Yes.
So I think
this is way better than Gems. Holy shit.
No, I mean, like, obviously you're better.
Guys. I think I'm the only one that's actually played with the deck so far.
Probably.
My playset isn't here yet.
I think what he means is that it's not as bad as Gem, but it's like it feels a lot like you're just playing a sort of deck that sort of synergizes with itself and then runs its wheels and then goes nowhere.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna start talking about the thing, and you can like say what you think or what you think is wrong or right or whatever afterwards. Like the deck operates very well at level 0 because you have all the nice utility, whatever. Level 1 combo is actually fucking retarded. It's even better than I thought it would be.
Yep.
And which one?
Emilia 1/0.
Yeah. It's a very decent secondary level 1. And at level 2, like, I think the game plan of this hero is gonna involve winning at level 2 and then riding the level 2 to...
What, free refresh into early play Rem?
Exactly, that's either that or Betty and Rem.
Right.
Those are like the 2 things.
Yeah.
That are actually oppressive at level 2 and like lead to blow up plays, I guess. The level 3, like, it's not good finishing, but it's actually fine. You have the double attack, you have a ping on attack, and you have a burn on attack. And the burn on attack actually even compresses you.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not terrible.
I think I would naturally gravitate towards the level 3 Emilia anyway, because you're playing 4 puck, because you have the bond for the puck as well. So it's just...
The bond?
I think you play at least 1 or 2 of the bond.
I play 1.
0 is really fucking stacked.
Yeah, I know, but like, I think it's worth having 1 or 2 of the bond, because then it lets you be greedy and cut down to just 3 of the puck.
You can play 3 of the puck anyways.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel safe with that.
I would still play 1 of the bond.
Wait, why does it matter about whether you feel safe with it? You're not... It's... Like, what? Wait, why do you need a bond to feel safe with the card?
Because if you mill all your pucks with Emilia, then you're kind of like, well, it's not good.
But you're not even wanting to play that as your main game plan at level 1.
No, of course, no, obviously, yeah, obviously you don't need the puck at level 1, but it's good to have. That way you can set up as like for the turns ahead.
You set up for what?
Because you're not playing the Emilia at level 2, are you?
Yeah,
but you just need to be your waiting. Wait, what? Wait, yeah, you can play it at level 2. What the hell? If you're the climax, why not?
No, I mean the level 3 Emilia. Like,
okay, but you just need the dude in waiting room.
Right, but I'm saying is you don't need.
It is to have the 1/0 in waiting room.
Yeah, you don't.
You need to.
Wait,
I know, but you don't.
Have you played with this archetype before? You never have trouble getting the target in waiting room, even with 3. Like Anastasia.
That's perfectly fine. That's not my problem. What I'm saying is, yes, you need to have it in your waiting room at level 3, but you also kind of maybe want to have it in hand at level 2, because if you play the free...
Why?
Because it's a costless beta. Like, what's...
But, like, it's not, like, high price. Like, it's a pretty... Like, I don't understand why the bond is so necessary.
Because it's a free...
I'm struggling to understand why the bond is necessary.
Because it's the lowest cost free plus you can get in a deck that's already very, very cost efficient.
But you have so much, like... What are you cutting for this?
No.
What are you cutting for this? The free runner is the freest plus in the deck, mind you. Like, it's not the bond, it's the runner. Like, what are you cutting for this? If you're looking at a list... Oh, please.
Please.
You don't need more pluses like that. You need discard outs. Like, the Amelia is valuable because she's a costless discard out. Like, one of not many in the deck, I think.
Actually, like, before you run, like, more efficient pluses like the Clock Bond, you want stock outs like the Crush Brainstorm, because the deck is so fucking free. I always end up with 7 cards in hand and not spending any stock.
Yeah, I think the Crush is the Brainstorm is very, very good. Because you're going to cost you to just dig deeper if you need to. Wait, it has
spammable Brainstorm when I fuck myself over, because I mean, like, if you realize that your refresh wasn't good, you just brainstorm once or twice with the Crush, and then you do an Amelia combo and you refresh immediately.
Yeah.
You're swagging up to chaining books into books. I think that was my main qualm, is just that should have been enhanced.
The deck, the combo is already extremely strong with.
Yeah, the combo is great. I know that. It's just that having it as a pants would make the health refresh more consistent.
Yes, which would be stupid.
And I initially wanted to play the felt refresh because refreshes are stupid in general.
Especially the felt.
And if I was able to play it more consistently, if having the immediate combo be a pants, then I'd be actually very happy to play this. But it's a book, which makes me a bit,
I mean, yeah, sure, but you play it anyway because it's still retarded.
You play it anyways because you have to, but it would be better if it was a pants, is what I'm saying.
No, but then that implies that you're that implies that you're somewhat disappointed that you have to play the book for Amelia.
I am disappointed.
Why?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if it's actually the best, but it's one of the top 2 or top 3 level 1 combos in the entire game, and it's close.
I think I would be very comfortable putting it into top 3. I would maybe even put it second.
It would be first, honestly.
Magro.
It might be first. I think it's a very difficult toss up between Magro and Amelia, and I haven't set the time to think about that properly.
Amelia is so much better. Amelia is so much better because she actually puts pressure on the opponent and kills stuff.
I don't think Magro is better than Rin.
Rin as in
the Little Busters, obviously, right?
Only Rin
yeah.
in the conversation.
Yeah. See,
better than Magro, and I think Amelia is better than
Rin. Amelia's definitely better than Rin.
If it goes Amelia, then Rin, then whatever. That's fine. But I definitely think Rin is better than Magro.
I struggle to think of anything that's better than Amelia.
Because I love Amelia.
I love Amelia.
That's good.
I love Amelia.
I got my sleeves today. Oh,
nice.
Amazing. But where's my playset?
I was playing a guy at Locust because we all got our ReZero stuff yesterday, and we both had the same oversleeves, the same playmat, the same sleeves.
Oh my god.
Feels good.
Nice, dude.
Literally just like steal cards, and it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, just be like, wait, didn't I have the SP RAM? And you're just like, no.
And so he pulled Ram, and Felt, and I pulled Amelia.
Nice.
Oh.
So you won in that. You won overall, yeah, definitely. Actually, there is one card I want to talk about, which is, I can't remember who it was, but someone brought it up in the Discord a few days ago, and it's a common level 0 Betty. It's a level 0 1k on play mill 2, and if you mill to climax, salvage. And
the card is nuts, but where's space?
The more I think about it,
it's just fine.
It's fine, but the more I think about it, the more I think it's a trap.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
because you basically can do 6-card brainstorms, like actual literal 6-card brainstorms.
Yeah.
You have better zeros to run. And I think most sets would have better zeros to run.
I think you're red fixing. It's also not the best red fix, because I think if you're fixing for red, you're playing Subaru Bond to red fix instead, or the Brainstorm, obviously. So, yeah.
You only play the Subaru Bond if you play the Betty.
And that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, like, if you really need red fixing, you're probably playing Betty. Because, like, I think the Brainstorm alone, plus whatever red level 3s, is enough if you're looking to just play something at level 3 that's red.
Yeah, sure.
I have right now.
What are your opinions on, like, the other builds in the set?
What do you mean other builds? What do you mean, like the Subaru meme?
You mean like meme hard?
Well, no, I mean like the other combos, because there's like, well, I mean, I think Priscilla's okay. I don't know about Crush. Seems like all the level 1 combos seem like at least playable.
I don't like the Crush level 1 combo. I really don't, and that's because it offers information, but not a lot else. Is like you get 1 stop overall and 1 card deeper, and I don't think that's worth it.
But I mean, it's trying to be like a wall deck, right? Because the one in the center, assuming you have Felix, right?
Yeah, assuming you have Felix, the one in the center is like what, 7k, 8k? 8k with a 1/0 2k backup, which is fine. Like a lot of decks would kill for that, sure, but then you don't really have a way. The rest of the deck, there's no way in the rest of the deck to snowball that advantage to anything else. Like, because you ride the 1/0 Crush into level 2 with like 7 or 8 stock or what have you. And then what do you do with it? Like, you free refresh? It's like, okay, cool, you free refresh like what? 7 cards and 7 climaxes in 30 cards with like super well compressed with like 8 clean stock. And then what? And then you just have to ride Felt for the rest of the game? It's like, eh.
Yeah, it's like, but at that point, like, I mean, I don't think splashing other colors will help. I mean, obviously I'd rather just play the Amelia combo, but like, I don't know, like,
I think if you're a poor man who didn't open enough Amelias and you can't afford the Amelias for the combo, but you did open 4 Crush, I would not blame you for that.
Yeah, just play the Betty combo. Maybe be happier. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
The Crush deck actually pluses.
Yeah. I mean, what? I mean, do you think we could make Crush into Meme Heart happen? Is that viable?
I don't want to play Meme Heart. Like, I don't. Like, I feel like
Meme Heart by itself is probably a better card than a lot of people think, and a worse card than a lot of people think.
Yes.
I think you play the one-of.
I actually got to play with him, and the issue is that in the regular build, it doesn't come up because you need to force 6 experience, and 6 experience is actually hard with this deck.
Yeah. I think the other thing as well is that if your opponent is even slightly good at the game, they will see the experience, and then they will see Reinhardt coming, and then they can probably like prep for him a lot more, like pretty easily.
I think you can't actually deal with Reinhardt unless you have a sack counter, in which case you just can't do anything.
Yeah.
Crash 2 lanes easy.
You can't play around it.
Yeah. Crash 2 lanes.
Yeah.
2 lanes for the rest of the game. That sounds like a winning play.
You can do that.
Yeah, that's fine. They only have one lane for the rest of the game.
The game is not going to last that long past that.
Wait, if you crash 2 lanes, can't they just crash 1 character and then Meme Heart? Because Meme Heart runs.
Only attack twice.
Yeah.
Nice. And now you just anti-damage yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
In exchange for what? -2, which is like already. That's
I'd take that. I'd take that. Like the damage you're not dealing with the 3rd attack is, I guess, made up for the burn that Reinhardt's gonna do, but like, shrug.
Sure. Yeah. It's definitely not that great. I don't know. I think he's okay as like a 1-0. But like, then you have to play some of the level 3s.
You have to play like at least.
That's the thing. You can't really play him as a 1-0.
He warps deck building.
Yeah.
Just because it says experience 6, you can't play him as the 1-of.
No, you can definitely play him a 1-of.
No.
The issue is he warps your level 3, into being worse at level 2 when level 2 is the strength of the deck.
Exactly. Like you don't have to put in 2 level 3s. You can put in like 2, but then you're losing your free refresh. You're losing like your supports. You're losing like you might even be losing your stat counter if you're in a bad situation. And these are all things you don't want to put in your level zone. So you either have to put in like your multiple level 3s, at which point you have to build your deck with multiple level 3s, which is bad, or you're putting away valuable cards, which is also bad.
Yeah. Not only that, it's that you actually powerful cards like Ren and Felt are level 3s that come down at 2, and that you actually kind of want to stay at level 2, stay around in the field. And I forgot about Betty. So actually have 3 different level 3s that are strong at level 2.
That you want to play at level 2, Chris, exactly.
Are you playing Ren, Betty, and Felt?
Like right now I'm playing Felt, Ram, and Amelia.
Okay.
Should you? I don't know. So, yeah, I guess you could just play the Felt, or not the Felt. I mean the Betty.
Yeah, I think
like you either focus on Rem and Felt or Betty and Rem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always want to double field level 3s.
Yeah.
And that means you always want to dodge the Railgun gun matchup unless you somehow have the meme hard build. That's actually.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's no way you can hit experience 6 without putting in like 2/2/2 or 3/3/2.
You never put in 2/2/2. You always put in 2 level 3s or
3/2/1 or something like that. But again, like.
I think if you do that, you probably. You give up a lot of your level 3 stuff that you grab up in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can't commit into it later, you need to commit early on. Like, you need to keep level 3s and you need to clock level 3s because it just doesn't really. That you don't have level 3s in your hand for your turn after you push them to 3.
Yeah. If only you could get Priscilla to have plus level in the level zone.
Wow. Back to this.
I mean, is that enough? Like, is that enough to get you ahead, like the Priscilla combo?
I don't think it is, because you have to
get ahead. You get ahead. You just don't actually do anything with being ahead. The rest of your deck, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like you could make do with just having 8 level 1s, which is the 1/0 Al and the one with Priscilla, and then that kind of gets you into decent. Like, you can then spend the rest of the game trying to cobble together like everything you need for Reinhardt. But then it's like, why would you do that when you could spend the rest of your game cobbling pieces together for like Emilia or Beatrice?
It's actually like Reinhardt is pretty decent if you're ahead. It's like
that's the thing.
Like
he's a win more card.
Yeah, that's like the thing where you probably with the meme build, with the Priscilla build, you actually go for Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Because you play a bunch of 3s, you ignore shit.
You don't have anything else to basically take advantage of being ahead in the mid game.
You might as well play all the knights and stuff, and then you can play the Akatsuki.
Wow. No, but then.
Oh wait, it can't even get. Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the right trait. Oh.
What does he even do? Like.
You can have like your funny hetero and Mimi on pair.
Okay, if you play hetero and Mimi, you play them on the field and you ask your opponent to scoot.
Nice.
I don't throw a burger at them.
I pay you to scoot.
Yeah.
That's how you win with them.
Seems not good.
Bad meme.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the meta build. So obviously the meta build will run Amelia, but what's everyone's second climax? Doesn't have to be a combo, just what's the second climax?
Like there's 3 slots up for debate. You can either play the Felt refresh, which you obviously the yellow slot, which you obviously only do if you play the Felt refresh.
Yep.
And you either play that or you play Betty.
Yeah.
If you play Betty, you probably play the Gate, which goes with Ram, which you play most because it's a gate. Another option is the blue Stock Soul, most of the stock soul
with
combos
with the Slayer Rem.
Bottom deck bomb.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's the three that I had thinking of, but everything else sucked ass.
Yeah. I see the draw to the anti-change rem with the stock soul. I really do, because it makes your color a lot easier, and it just flows like. I can imagine stock soul being really oppressive alongside Emilia's combo. Like if you alternate between them, if you have the flexibility to do that.
The thing is, like, the deck doesn't actually need a stock soul at all.
Yeah. It just
everything's costless.
It just makes good plays better, which I think is good, but not needed, because I'm of the opinion I still think Felt's the best personally, just because she just offers so much.
Yeah, I assume you play the. Do you play the Cat Counter?
But I might actually try putting it in because the deck actually built enough stock for it.
Yeah, because you have so much stock, you might as well spend it on anti-damage. I mean, it's anti-damage.
Yeah, I'd give it a try. I mean, the set has a lot of really good counters. Yeah.
Yeah, and that shows up your level 3 game where, like, if you can't kill them, you might as well just survive and then get another turn.
Actually, wait a minute. Holy shit. The Akatsuki does search for your Aldebaran.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she searches for Nitrate. But she doesn't search for the Priscilla, so yeah, you kind of lose there.
And you can't play the run. Why? It's like, you thought a Costco was OP, we're gonna put it so bad you won't play.
I'm not sure why the Anastar doesn't have either the princess candidates magic.
Yeah.
But nobody likes that.
They're all blessed by the dragon thing.
They're all blessed by the dragon.
This is what...
She's Russian.
I'm a magic.
This is what you get for trying to be Russian Trump.
She's Russian, so she doesn't get anything.
Wow! Communism for the win.
Actually, I think that's pretty sad that even the candidate Anastasia doesn't have magic.
Like, Priscilla has magic. Krush has magic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who else is?
Belt has weapon.
Emilia has magic.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
Yeah. I think
Art is actually the only one that doesn't have anything.
Yep. It's pretty sad.
Alright, I also want to talk about one thing.
Yeah.
Regarding hand filters.
Yep.
Wedding Dress Rem or Emilia?
Emilia.
I'm on Emilia because that being able to that spawn that one more is Zex, another free stock, and because you don't care about power in this deck early,
yeah,
1500 doesn't really go anywhere.
I'm also.
You play it for swag.
Yeah, no. You play.
Okay, there's two real reasons why you play Emilia and not the Trilogram. First of all, it's Emilia. Second, the hand fix is on play and not on attack, and that makes it.
That makes that an issue.
Yeah, you get an immediate filtering.
Oh, ew. Rem is on attack.
Ew. Yeah, Rem's on attack.
Rem, see?
If Amelia were on reverse, then you'd probably play TD Rem at some count. But it's not, because it's retarded, so...
So you play
it.
Well, not a single card in the entire...
Yeah.
Or you could just spend it all on Subaru.
But then you're playing Subaru.
Why haven't we talked about Subaru yet? Let's talk about Subaru.
Oh no!
Oh... Look,
right.
So salty when Subaru got leaked. I got so fucking salty.
But because it showed up pants, I was like, no, that could be saved for Amelia.
I actually really wanted Subaru to have, like, playable cards.
And you know what they gave him? They gave him vanillas.
Even vanillas and a bad event.
I would honestly consider playing the vanillas just to shit on people and tell them they lost to Subaru.
I mean, like, I think it's pretty bad that in Subaru.deck, the 1/1 event is probably the best card in the deck. Actually, no, that's wrong. The Pants Climax is probably the best card in the deck because it's Climax.
Because it's Climax.
Yeah.
It cancels. It protects you from dying.
Exactly. I think that says a lot about the deck. I mean, we were discussing this like when the
Subaru that can tap to give an Emilia 1/5.
But then
pretty decent.
that's I guess, yeah.
No, it's also a pinup. That card is actually pretty decent.
Yeah. And then you can actually play the immediate combo and like farm some stock and some cards to pay for Subaru. and Subaru's a pants, so you finally get your wish. You can pants for the immediate book. There you go.
There you go.
But I wanted to pants into the felt stock soul.
You can play one of the felt stock soul.
4-3-1 seems legit.
I don't play Amelia, just to play Subaru Felt.
Whoa. I mean, if you stack, does it work like the Hachikuji Hitagi combo, where if you have the 3-2 Subaru and the 3-2 Felt, can you stack the burn onto the burn?
Burn onto the shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You can also stack the burn from Felt onto the Ram.
Nice. So you play Subaru and Ram and Felt, and you stack everything on the Ram. So you have on attack shot from Subaru with Felt cancel, and then shot from Ram with Felt cancel if they don't cancel, and then you have the actual. That seems good. As in, if they don't cancel
on their first instance of damage dealing.
Yeah.
So for Ram's case, it would be the ping. If they cancel the ping, they would take the shot from Felt.
Yeah, but then they don't get the cancel. But then you lose the cancel ping for Rem's shot. But it's still like, what, 2 extra damage for 11 stock?
The only cancel shot is from the Felt.
Yeah, but it's pay 2, so you got pay 2 for that, and then 2 for the Subaru, and then 7 for the recollection effect.
So you would, you would do Subaru, and like, let's say you already fucking did the combo somehow, because like, let's say you're Jesus, alright?
Okay.
so you have a Subaru in your memory already, so you're gonna give Rem a ping on attack.
By paying 7, yep.
No, just by climax base starting.
Oh, yeah, sure, okay. But then you also have to pay 2 for the Felt.
Yeah, then you attack with Felt, you get your 1 stock.
But then you also have to pay stock for the Felt, the Subaru, and the Ram.
Like I said, you're cheesing. You're gonna have the 6 stock to play them again. You're gonna get another few billion stock.
Okay, so it's a total of 7. It's 7 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 for the actual event to use Subaru. So that's currently a total of 14 plus 2 more for the Felt. So that's 16, of which you get back 1 of them by attacking. So you have 15, right? So 15 stock and 3 cards just to pretend to be Yami.
What the?
No, it's worse than Yami, but
because you're not hexproof.
No, but you can actually if you got the Felt out with the free fresh and just protect the turn to charge like.
Well, 2 of your lanes will be hexproof. Come on, man.
You can have the Felt on field while the Subaru is in center and keep stock.
Wait, I don't understand, like, what you're supposed to do with Subaru.
I think what you're actually meant to do with Subaru is crash him during your turn to get his combo off, to get the recollection effect off, and then afterwards, he's just a 3k bodyguard, so he protects everything else, and then, so he dies, everything else stays alive, and then you play a new Subaru
No.
to get the burn effect on himself, so you can then side with this Subaru for 1, and then he still around to bodyguard. I think it was what you're meant to do.
No. What the Subaru is 3, so you can just side on first.
Yeah, you side on your first turn, and then when they kill it, you spawn a new one.
You need to be like a 3-5 or 3-5 probably to just so that somewhat.
No, but you don't side on the first turn because on the first turn he needs to be reversed to get the center memory effect.
No.
I think they're saying they want to do the effect on the opponent's turn.
Oh, right, okay, sure, yeah.
Because then otherwise they have to kill him first. So if they do kill him, then you bounce the field. So you anti-damage them, I guess, and then you like go ham with like all your
burn ones. Yeah, sure, okay.
You only get 1, don't you?
Not if you play multiple.
Oh god. So pay 14 stock to get 2.
No. You only need
14 stock.
No, not even that much. You just need to put 1 Subaru in your memory. You put 1 Subaru in your memory.
1 Subaru in your memory, and then
play 2 more from hand. Yeah.
Based on how many Subarus are on your field now, because they each go off.
Yes, they each prot off the one in memory, exactly. So if you have,
and then they give an attack thing.
Yeah, so if you have 3 in play and 1 in memory, you have 3 attack burns, like a bad Ilya.
Well, that's actually not that. Like, it's really meme deck, but like, I don't know. If you can play...
To be honest, if someone's able to do that to me, I'll just scoop to them out of respect.
Because you can build all this stock of Emilia. And then I'm sorry.
Yes. Bushiro wanted to capture the flavor that Subaru wants to kill himself.
Yeah, so that when you play...
So they made the players want to kill themselves.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm making the steps out. I get 4 SP Subarus.
I mean, the thing is, like, in theory, you should be able to play your Emilias, get the effect off, and then play the 1-1 event to salvage your first Subaru, is the idea. So this is the weird thing, it feels like it's all there, and I still feel like I want to kill myself.
Subaru, very, very good fluff. Nice. Thanks, Bushiro.
Yeah, you finally did something right.
Anything else you want
Let's
to
say
say
I'm salty.
And then you have to play 4 Beetlejuice.
Okay, I'm actually scared of Betelgeuse.
I think, yeah, the cards, it's actually not as bad as... I mean, it's a meme, but I think it's actually a playable meme. Does that make sense?
If,
Guys are overrating memes.
No. If you're against, like, the sackiest sack ever, and they play 3 Betelgeuse on you, you're fucked.
Yes.
You're just actually fucked. Because
you have to ditch? Oh.
It's you have to clock one, and then ditch a magic or weapon from hand, and then it deals one...
You also need to have more than 5 or more hand to do it.
Yeah.
But let's say
Do it twice.
Let's do it reasonable, and you can do it twice per turn. So these are 2-8-5, so they might win on their first turn out, but then they beat it. Let's say you're the fucking god. You're the sack master of sacks. You will triple cancel. You just take 2 damage and ping them for 2. You go again, clock draw 2. You will crash again. Ping yourself for 2 damage and ping them for 2 again. And then when it's their turn again, you're gonna triple cancel again. Tell them to fuck off.
No, you can't do it 3 times in a row, because the first time you do it, right? Let's say you have like 10 cards in hand the first time you do it. So at the end of you
Sure.
clock 2, discard 2, whatever. At the end of turn, you discard down to 7. Then during their turn, you have 7 cards in hand, so you can do it twice. So you have 5 cards in hand at the start of your turn. Draw 1 to 6, clock to 7, and then... Okay, you have to hit 2 brainstorms as well. Cool. Nice.
Isn't it 5 or higher?
Yeah, 5 or higher.
So if you play 3, you can do 3, and go down to 4 cards in hand. And then draw to 5.
That's the thing I'm saying. 6. If you're against the sackiest sack ever, and they play a bump and Betelgeuse on you, shit your pants right there. You're like, oh my god, I'm about to take 3 damage.
I think what you guys don't realize is that Betelgeuse only deals damage, and you also take damage. That's not actually that...
Yeah,
See, I know, like I'm saying, if you're the one to triple cancel, and they're not, you're doing more damage than them.
Yeah, but if you're triple canceling, then you're better off if you're not taking more damage yourself.
But then you don't have free character, because Betelgeuse is free character.
I would rather
play Subaru than Betelgeuse.
What?
I'd rather
Get a free card because you need to discard one.
Yeah, so Betelgeuse basically has hand encore with clock 1, deal 1 damage.
Okay.
Which I say clock encore and
which I appreciate is better. Not great. It's not great. I mean, if you're built,
I'm scared of it, to be honest. If like
we went way off track.
If you build
Subaru
meme deck, I think you can definitely afford to splash 1 or 2 Betelgeuse.
Oh shit! You know what I know you can do in the Knights deck? You can run the 2/2 Reinhardt. I mean 2/2
Von Estrella.
Yeah, Von Estrella.
Two Teresas, and you need to make 4 dog at level 0.
No problem. You got 4 runners. Big nose.
Okay. So here's how it works. You play the runner.
Yep.
First turn.
Yep.
You play young Reinhardt runner.
Yeah, but it's fine though, because
and you play 2 Teresa in bed.
In the back.
So it doesn't die no matter what.
Yeah, that's fine though.
Next turn you push the 2 Theresas up, attack 3 times.
Yeah, there you go.
And then 4 stock. There you go.
No, plus he's on trait, so even if you mill him with your runner, that's fine.
No, but you don't play that runner. You run the Reinhardt runner. You run the chaser.
Oh, him. Yeah, play both. Just have 8 runners.
I actually play both because I think the young Reinhardt, Interceptor's actually playable. He's okay.
He's a 3/5, yeah.
3/5, whatever. And the other runners it's felt and it's good. That's a nice smile.
Well, no, because what you do is you play the felt in the back row.
I really hate felt. The worst screenshot.
No, you just play you play felt in the back row. That way, during your turn, your young Reinhardt is 3/5, so you smash their utility thing or their beta, and then during their turn, you intercept with the Reinhardt and then mill felt and run to the front so that you can intercept another attack. Easy.
No, but the thing is, if you're putting something else in the front row, Reinhardt loses power.
That's fine.
No, it's not. The point is to play a Reinhardt and 2 Teresa, so your Reinhardt is fucking level 2 and 45. And then whatever they throw at you.
Teresa is a plus when you get to attack with her.
Teresa's a plus when you get to attack with her and when she dies on their turn.
Yes.
Dies on their turn while you level.
Yes.
I think is Teresa playable?
Without the Reinhardt?
Okay, I think did we talk about this? But the problem with Teresa was that she only grabbed weapon.
Oh yeah, right.
Yes.
So invisible in magic. Oh.
That's fine though. You just grab your Von Astrea.
Okay.
There it is. You grab your old man Reinhardt and then you fucking go to town on them.
Is old man Reinhardt he's okay? He's not terrible.
I'm looking at the effects. I think he's actually pretty okay. Because what is he? He's the 10k. Each time he reverses something, you get a stop.
Yeah, he's a 1/2 10k with on reverse blind stock. I mean,
this guy right here. This is how you feel Subaru.
Stop.
Go to level 0. 1.
Oh my god.
Too late. I think it's gotten too late.
Yeah.
Wait. Hang on. Let me check something real quick.
Sure.
Oh shit. Okay. Subaru's unfortunately death and magic trait. If he was for any reason death weapon, this would have taken off the ground.
Oh, yeah, I'm too sad.
Feels bad. Okay, so
actually, what do you guys think about the 2/2 of 14k RAM that changes to the build to N?
I really want to play it, but I also really don't. I mean, so we evaluated this the other day, when the set got dropped. It was basically an overall. So you need to start off with 2 stock minimum,
Okay.
but the net transaction is you pay 1 stock, and you discard a card. So you discard 2 cards because we counted playing the climax as minus a card.
Yeah.
So it's overall minus 1 stock, minus 2 cards to basically have kill 2 lanes and have a support and heal to hand. So it's
If you need 3 stock to start off.
no, you need 3 stock to do it at level 1. We're talking about doing it at level 2.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Level 2.
If you do it at level 1, then you need to have 3 stock start, and then it's an overall minus 1 stock, minus 2 cards. Yeah. I mean, you could do worse things. I just don't think it's worth the deck space.
But it beats the Railgun. I'm sorry.
It does absolutely beat Railgun, yes.
You'll probably play it in
I don't like
mage deck.
I just realized that you only power Subaru, Rem, and Ram.
Yeah, that's it.
And then the top check for the level 3 kill is also Rem, Subaru, Ram.
Yep.
Well, throw that idea out of the bag.
I think it's decent. But what do you do? The level so it takes up space, right? For level 3s, and then what do you do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's just a healer. It just.
You sit there and jack yourself off.
Yep.
Yeah. That's my problem with it. It's so you play some amount of this, and you play some amount of I guess the Amelia double attacker. It fails on pop. Oh, she doesn't even get buffed.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you play the early play RAM, you play this, and then what else?
I think that one.
I think that's it. Yeah.
That one's pure maid deck.
Okay.
And if you played maid deck, instead of playing the 3-2 ROM, I'd play the bath time ROM and RAM.
I just play the bath time. I think.
Bath time and you play RAM. And
yeah, bath time and RAM.
Even
Yeah.
you probably all of them.
And then you drag your opponent to jail.
Yep.
What do you think of the stun Amelia?
I think it's bad.
I think it's played just because it's a 2K front.
First of all, the card is amazing. Second, obviously the modes why you play it are the 2K to front
and the draw one draw.
The stun thing actually has come up in, and it's a useless tacked on effect. Good without those two cards, and it's actually like not
cutting out
that much.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. I mean,
stun back row.
Yeah, it could be worse. I just don't think it's worth the concessions you have to make elsewhere for it.
Wait, why not? I think the card is mandatory because you need to protect your RAM.
Mandatory.
The RAM must live. The RAM must get kills. That is how you snowball your compression to nuts level. And then if you're able to gather markers under RAM and then be able to felt refresh, your deck's gonna be so thin that like once you start stocking stuff with felt as well, like how do you not cancel?
I had a game where my second refresh was 18-16.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
If you get the felt refresh, enter and play RAM after, starts getting pretty stupid.
Sure.
And we just assume at this point that you just cancel everything, I guess.
You probably will.
Yeah. And you can always pay out.
You
can pay out stock as well because you've got crush and counters.
If you need to pay out stock, you've got crush,
counters, and
You heal with heal. Oh, sorry, the wrong deck.
Nice.
But you can crush yourself.
No. The thing is, if you trigger on attack, you can just immediately pay up.
With what? You broke up.
With what?
Oh,
right, yeah. Just pay 2 on attack. Yeah.
You attack with the RAM first. Check your first trigger.
Yep.
If it's clean, then you attack with felt and then stock 1. If you trigger on that attack, can't be helped. You have backups to pay it out on.
No, you just attack with felt last. There's no reason.
Yeah, you
attack with felt last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the 1/1 Roswell?
I don't think you need it.
Probably not, but like
I think like if you play the 1/1 Roswell, you play it in conjunction with the 1/1 Ram.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's all I can see.
Very good.
Then at that point, if I was playing 2 1/1s, I'd rather be playing the 1/1 King event and then a 1/1 Priscilla.
I think the Roswell would be fine in the mate stack, especially if it had, instead of tap to rest destroy a card, or instead of kill a level 0 from front row, if it had like tap itself,
instead of like costed startups.
Yeah.
Just some kind of like a tap power.
Yeah.
Tap power.
So then, just to double check, like in everyone's meta builds, I want to know the exact level 3 lineup because I think everyone has a different level 3 from what I've seen so far.
The thing is, I don't think nobody actually knows how the level 3.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying there's a correct level 3. I just want to know what people are playing.
Okay, I've got 3 of the felt, 3 of the ram, and 2 of the Amelia restand.
That's it?
Double hitter. That's it.
Okay.
2 felt, 3 ram, 3 ram, 2 Amelia. Played with 2 Reinhardt. Like I played 15 games with 2 Reinhardt yesterday, and I played Reinhardt twice.
And was it good?
In those 2 cases.
Right.
But he was dead in like 8 games, I think.
Okay.
And there was like the payoff just wasn't there to warp like
the deck around him. Yeah, sure.
I mean, it doesn't actually work deck building itself that much. It works how you level your stuff.
Which in turn is bad in your late game, because that's when you're supposed to, yeah.
Which in turn is playing your late game, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, the build I was looking at was, I think I was going for 3 Rem, 2 Felt, 2 Amelia, and 2 Ram, I think was what I was looking at. It's a bit greedy. Like.
Yeah. It's like the same that I had. Just I played one Ram because I needed for red. Because I only play 6 red cards.
I just couldn't warrant myself playing the Ram. Yeah. I would much rather pay the 2 stock to give something a shot instead of paying 2 ditch 1 to give something to ping on attack.
I would rather...
A lot better than shot. Ping on attack is a lot better than shot.
Yeah, ping on attack is better than shot, but then, like...
I don't think it's worth discarding a card.
I'm cutting into my consistency, and I don't like that.
Also with the Felt, you're not...
Ditch a card because it replaces...
You're paying 1.
Again?
With the Felt, you're getting 3 stock when you attack, right? So
yeah, so you're effectively paying 1 for a shot.
You're paying 1 for a shot. And that's... paying 1 for a shot versus paying 2 and ditching a card, I'd rather just pay the 1. Plus, you get it out early, if that...
Yeah, I think the main thing is that, like, once... it's taken a bit longer than I expected, but everyone's kind of now, like, concentrated on the get markers compressed with Rem game plan. And I think the fact that that bonus stock that you're getting from Felt makes a pretty big difference. I mean, sure, it'll reach a point that if you compress hard enough with Rem, you will occasionally draw a climax or 2, and then Ram will help you discard that out to improve your consistency, as well as being an on-attack stock out for when you trigger your climaxes. But I think that up until that point, Felt is slightly better.
Yeah. Ram, first of all, Ram bigs. And second of all, it's instant that your opponent can interact with.
You're breaking up a lot. You're breaking up a lot.
You need to finish now anyways.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it'll be like what? I mean, what? Japan has massive like character bonus, so it'll be, I guess, 2 weeks minimum, 2 weeks maximum before we see a ReZero deck topping somewhere.
Yeah.
So
what Japan is gonna do is it's gonna play 8 gates.
Oh yeah, because Japan. No, 8 gates, 8 healers.
No, I'm sure they're still gonna play the Amelia combo. It's just they're gonna play the Ram Door combo for sure.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna play
Japan, and you underestimate the love for gates.
It's gonna be like 4 Ram, 4 Ram, and like 2 Amelia restanders, something like that.
Yeah. Amelia is still at 1 for 80. It's actually retarded.
I think Amelia being at 1 for 80 is part of the Western influence. Yeah, it should definitely be higher.
It should at least be 1980.
Yeah. Funny thing is, Felt was SP was 3K on release and 200 yen on.
Yeah, don't
it's now 500 yen.
Nice.
It's now 500 yen and sold out again.
Nice.
Yeah, it just sold out today. I think like this hour because I was gonna order them because I was waiting for Kit. I'm like really scared. The card's gonna go up before tomorrow, and I don't know what to do.
Memed.
We bought the last 3 SPs at 1080 today.
How much is the Ricky?
2480.
Okay, yeah, that's same. Yeah, same as the Hachihuji then, which is fair.
It was 2K on release. Like the only cards that went up were the Ricky, the Red Belly.
And then so I don't know how relevant my because I only built the blue deck like just to see what the meta was because I'm actually just building yellow. I guess red now because you guys have turned me on to the playing the petty plan. That seems like pretty decent. But before I was playing 3 Felt, 3 of the early play and then 2 of the Amelia. I think that's the same as what Toku was playing.
Yeah, that's
3 Felt, 3 Ram, 2 Amelia.
Yeah,
that's cool.
3 Amelia or 2?
2.
Yeah, 2. Okay.
All right, so let's start wrapping it up, and then because it's now becoming a recurring theme on this podcast, let's give our number rating for ReZero.
7.
I want to say 8.
My issue with ReZero is that I want to compare it to Puyo. I said this in the Toronto group chat, but basically, let's compare Puyo and let's compare the Amelia combo and let's compare the Maguro combo. Amelia, the combo itself is better than Maguro.
Yes.
But from the pool of cards you pick, the quality is not there yet.
Maguro,
I think well there is a tendency to compare those two because they have a lot of similar effects, 0 and 1.
Sure.
The decks are completely different.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna disagree.
And it's very different strengths, and I think you can't say it's actually Puyo without top end because that's really not true.
I just think the Puyo top end is better.
I mean, yeah, sure. Like that's because Arla's nuts. But I think like you're comparing because what Puyo wants to do is Puyo just wants to ignore the opponent and get them into a position where you can just Arla for game. Whereas what ReZero wants to do is ReZero wants to do something very similar, but set up its game so that it can drop all of its level 2 stuff and then win the game from there. Like, I think even though the cards are very similar at level 0 and 1, the way you play them is very different. Like, Puyo is naturally advantage building through 0 and 1, whereas ReZero wants to take over the game at level 2. I think is the main difference. Whereas Puyo,
you're also naturally advantage building at 0 and 1 with ReZero.
Yeah, of course, but it's not like you don't just close your eyes and throw cards at your opponent.
Wins at 3.
Yeah.
ReZero wins at 2.
Exactly. Yeah. But like the way Puyo wins is Puyo doesn't win by taking over the game. Puyo wins by ending the game, whereas ReZero takes over the game. Like, you don't win the game instantly. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. You win the game once you compress with Rem, but like, it's not final turn sort of shit. It's just like, I'm slowly going to start winning. And I think that style of play is a bit better currently than the Puyo line of play, which is rush, level 3, end. I feel that there's I don't want to say less consistent, but it's less reliable.
I talked with I was talking with you about this a while ago, and there was like so basically like you have the two styles of finishers, but like you're trying to kill them, or like you're trying to you take over the game, and then you're just naturally killing them by like attacking with your 2 souls and 3 souls and burns and whatnot. And I think that this style is better, especially because you can compress really hard, and plus you have the rest counter, I guess, you can play that. So you have pseudo anti-damage. So you should at least live 1 or 2 turns, and that should kill them, assuming they didn't compress like crazy.
Yeah. That's the point. Like, you're not looking to like rush them to death, but the fact that you have slightly more damage output over time, I think, is what gives it the 8 factor.
Yeah, I'd be willing to give it a little bit above 8 too, but it really depends on how it does in the meta. But I think that this style of play is very strong, even though you don't get like free wins off it.
Yeah.
Play against straight up, basically.
Yeah, sure.
Cry.
All right. So I guess we'll wrap it up there. Thanks everyone for tuning in and staying for this long. This is a bit longer than we expected, but hey, whatever. But yeah, Emilia is better than Rem. This is objective fact.
Yeah, everyone knows Emilia is better than Rem, and everyone knows Blue Rain is the best deck.
Oh, not. All right, we're gonna end it there. Thanks, guys. See you next time.